Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new scenarios that are added in the 0.5.0 update. Now, most of these scenarios are actually multiplayer scenarios, so I have my friend WhyBeAre here to play them with me. That's right, I'm doing the multiplayer things all alone. Oh well, I mostly just want to show you guys how they work. I'm not actually going to play them. So the first one is Demolition Derby Concrete Arena. Once it's loaded up, you'll see a screen that looks like this, and if you have one controller and one keyboard plugged into your computer, you can play with 2 people. If you add another controller, you can play with 3 people, and if you add one more controller, you can play with 4. If you add another keyboard, though, it does absolutely nothing. So now you could choose which car you want to control, so we could say player 1, which is the controller, wants to control the white one, and then player 2, which is the keyboard, wants to control the orange one. Orange one. There we go. So then we could go ahead and hit start. And now one is being controlled by one control setup, the other is being controlled by the other. And we can go and just smash into each other right here. What? They both died. Both the cars are dead. Now, as far as I know, there's no sort of timeout in this version, so you just kind of have to yell at your friend, hey, you're stuck, I win. There's no like automatic one like some of the other scenarios had. And when it's over, you just reset the cars basically. And then you're ready for the next round. Now, it does not say which controller was controlling which car. So between every round, you have to choose your car again, and then you can hit start. And you could also still use slow-mo while you're in these ones if you wanted to. For example, I just put slow-mo on super slow-mo. Well, you can't even tell because it's so slow-mo, but we could do like 8 times slow-mo so you can see it's in slow-mo. 4 times slow-mo, 2 times slow-mo. So if you want to mess with your friend, you hit slow-mo all the time and piss them off. That's what I would do, totally. And that is the first scenario. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is Demolition Derby Mud Pit Arena. For this one, you actually have multiple cars you can choose from. So you can say one person wants the Sunburst, the other one wants a Corvette. And you just go ahead and hit start. And then here you go. You would have another place to go ahead and try to drive. And if you didn't want to fight, you could also try to drive away. Now, the camera does not move at all. So like you could pretty much drive off screen eventually and then have no idea where your car is. If you really wanted to, as you see I'm trying to do here. It's hard to do it when you can barely see what's going on, but come on, disappear into the little hole. Almost! It died. The car's dead, so it won't get in there, but you see what I mean. The camera does not move. So that's the next arena, though, that you could use. It's basically all the arenas on that one map. The next one is the regular arena. And for this one, we again have a variety of cars you can choose from. So we can say one of them gets the Cream Marshall, which just sounds funny to me. The Cream Marshall. And the other one can get the Moonhawk. And this one you actually can't escape from, as far as I know. Like, there's no way out of this one. So you're in here until one of you loses. Or wins. Or whichever way you want to look at it. Oh, they missed each other. I wasn't even steering. I thought they would just hit each other. Oh, well. It's done playing with yourself. So let's go to the next one, which is the Pit. On this one, everybody's vehicle is just a pickup truck. So you can say one person gets the green, one gets the yellow, and we're both going to fly into the pit simultaneously. I wonder if they'll actually hit each other before they fall in, or if they'll... Yep! I wasn't sure if they would actually be able to make contact or not. That hole is smaller than I thought it was. Like, I swear, last time I was here, that hole was bigger. I guess I was just imagining it. And again, there's no countdown, so they'll just sit in the hole forever. So on to the next one, which is Varied Ground Arena. For this one, every car available to you is a Pessima. So we can go ahead and say one person gets the blue, the other one gets the green. And we can go ahead and start it up, do one crash, and then we'll move on. See, this guy, he's like, no, I don't want to crash. And then my other guy's like, fine, I don't want to crash either. See, I tricked you. I said I was going to do a crash. But right here, you can see you can totally just disappear. I wanted to show that off real quick. You could just, poof, I'm gone. Y'all can't see me no mo. Alright, let's just switch this into burgundy and... which is across from the burgundy? The cream. The order of the cars also changes, I noticed. When you respawn or reset, it changes the order. So it's not as easy as just saying, oh, I was the one on the left, you were the one on the right. It's different every time. Well, at least it is that sometimes. See, now cream is on the far left, where before it was on the far right. Weird. Anyways, on to the next scenario, which is... I actually have to find this one a little differently. It is the hypermiling scenario. Get to the airstrip with less than 40 milliliters of fuel. Tips and hints. You'll need to use manual transmission mode for this. Keep the car in the highest possible gear when on level ground or going downhill. Put in the clutch to conserve that extra bit of momentum. Be easy on the gas and downshift appropriately to best utilize power going uphill. Good luck. Now, I am not a feel conscious person. That's not what I am. So this is probably not going to work the first attempt. I'm saying that now. Like, how gentle do I have to be on the throttle? Is this too gentle? I'm scared to touch it. And also, I don't even know, like, what the ideal speed to conserve fuel is. I don't know any of this kind of stuff. I mean, it is different for every car. I know that at least. I'm making sure, though, these RPMs are so low. And I'm only using, like, half throttle this whole way. This would suck using the keyboard. Because with the keyboard, you can't do, like, half throttle. Or partial throttle, I should say. I'm not even doing half the time. You have to do, like, full throttle and then none with the keyboard only. That's weird. Maybe second gear would be a little bit better. It seems like third gear is just a little bit high for the speeds I'm trying to go. Well, I've never been over 3,000 RPM, so I think that's okay so far. Like right now, the engine's basically at idle almost. We're going so fast! This is gonna take forever! I don't know how fast to go. I gotta conserve the fuel. Yeah, 10 miles per hour the whole way. Up. Downshift. Downshift! We're in first gear now. Conserve that fuel. I think I could upshift now. Come on. Don't stall out. There we go. Like, I could just give it more gas, sure, but I don't wanna. Perfect. We made it. Is it downhill? Clutch in. Just a tiny bit. Clutch in. And out. It's weird because, like, I'm thinking, oh, clutch out, and it's like, I'm thinking, like, oh, I should try to rev match this. And I'm like, no, that'll just use more fuel. Screw that. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Oh, goodness. Did I run out of fuel already? What? No way. I was just stalling it. I thought I had auto clutch on. Like, auto clutch should make it where you're not just like bogging down like that, I would think. It should just slip the clutch a little bit for you. I guess not. I just blew like a whole ton of fuel right there, just smashing into red line for a second, huh? Downhill, downhill! There we go. This is the fastest I've gone the whole time. If I lose because I hit red line just for a second because I thought like I got messed up with the auto clutch, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, how fast you plan to go now? You're an economy car. You can't be going this fast. You ain't no sports car. I had to use the brakes. That just kills momentum. Oh, and I accidentally just unclutched. My finger slipped. That's also killing momentum a little bit. Not as bad as the other thing, but still. Oh, this is great. If it's just downhill the whole way, this will work great. Although my finger, I cannot hold the clutch button right. It keeps slipping off. And also, using the brakes, I'm using like a different finger than I normally would because I'm using the finger that I usually use for the brakes on the clutch. This sucks. Like my hand's gonna cramp up. That's what's gonna happen. My hand's gonna cramp up and I'm gonna mess this all up. How bad do I need to slow down here? Probably could have went faster through there. I don't trust this car to do fast cornering though. Like, I just don't trust it. It's an economy car. It shouldn't be able to do fast cornering really. It's funny, like this whole time I was going 10 miles per hour. Now we're going like averaging like 30. It's a huge change, you know. There we go. That's how you maintain momentum. Shoot, I should just turn the engine off. That's what I should do. I shouldn't even just have it like sitting at idle RPMs. We should just shut it down. Like, I haven't needed it for a long time. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. A little bit of uphill. We can just momentum this. Momentum! Come on. Don't die on me. There's downhill there. Yes, we're good. We're good. Keep going. Keep it going. Steer a little. I also have to make sure I don't oversteer. Like, I have a habit of oversteering where you skid the tires. And when you skid the tires, you lose more momentum than if you're, like, smooth through it. I think part of it is this car, though. It does not like being, like, hard steering at all. It doesn't like that. 50 miles per hour. That's impressive. Like, for just momentum going downhill, we hit 50 miles per hour. I need to just get a piece of tape and tape down the clutch. That's what I need to do. The clutch button, I mean. Because my hand is cramping up so hard right now. You don't even know it. It's like, I feel my hand cramping up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. Wait. Oh, wait. I got this. Okay, I'm stretching my hand out. I can't steer, though. I can't steer. I can't steer. I can kind of steer every now and then, but my hand, when I'm stretching it out, I cannot steer. This is so dumb. Why is my hand cramping up? Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's uphill again. I'm gonna use all of my momentum. I'm just gonna coast until I hit like 5 miles per hour. Then I'll actually get on the gas again. Maybe 10, actually. Because if I wait to 5, I might end up bogging the engine down and stuff. And now we're back to the 10 mile per hour mode. I guess we'll go a little bit faster. I think we can be okay doing that. Yeah, 13, or I mean, not 13, third gear. I think we're good. This has already been 6.5 minutes though. This is taking so long. Oh, we got some uphill coming. I actually got some speed behind me and it's not even downhill. And now the uphill's gonna kill that speed. Like, I'm trying just to keep the same amount of throttle the whole time pretty much and just use the gear to manage the hills. But sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. More throttle! And clutch. Coast, coast, coast. Alright, perfect. How many checkpoints left? 2? Yeah, 2 checkpoints. After this one, I mean. I want to take a shortcut. Go up the dirt road. Getting some speed now. I wish it actually just told you you have this many milliliters left of fuel. Because, like, if I knew I still had 300 milliliters left or something, I'd be, like, flooring it. I wouldn't even care. But if I knew I had 10 left, I'd be like, okay, we got to use every ounce of momentum that we have. Without knowing, it kind of sucks. Yeah, I can look in here and, like, look at that thing. Yeah, it looks like it's on E. It doesn't tell you, though, how close is it to E. You need, like, a special UI element just for this scenario, I think. That'd make it a lot more easy to figure out what's going on. Alright, we got some uphill. Might as well just hit the throttle now. Whoa! Oh! First gear! Losing too much speed. Well, I went all the way up to 4,000 RPMs there. That was bad. I see the finish! Oh, this is the finish, right? Yeah. Come on, car! You can do it! I also hope it tells you, like, this is how much fuel you had at the end, and that's what it ranks you on, is how much fuel you had left, not how long it takes you. You know, that make a lot of sense to me. Is it this way? There we are! Coast. How much fuel did I have? Tell me! Please? I want to know. Oh, it didn't tell me. All it told me is it took me forever. Alright, let's just see how long I can drive. So, like, now we're actually revving the engine up. Oh, jeez, I had a ton of fuel. I'm being so careful for nothing. There, now we're dead. But I went up to 60 miles per hour, flooring it at like 5,000 RPMs on every shift. I had a ton of fuel left. And let's see, what's at the end of this runway? I don't think I've ever actually been here. Let's get rid of the thing right here out of the way. It's just kind of a bit of a forest. Oh, there's a road. Oh, we just, okay. Clutch in. Doesn't even matter because the engine's dead. Has no gas in it. How long can we go? Purely on momentum. How long can we drive? That'd be actually kind of a neat challenge if they could do that. It's like you have this much fuel. You're on this map starting at this point. Drive as much as you possibly can with that amount of fuel. That'd be kind of interesting because then you like have to figure out what path is the one where you could do it, like what is the most downhill to it, where you don't have to hit the brakes in the corners and stuff. That'd be interesting. It would be a lot of work though to incorporate something like that because you can't really reuse any of the stuff that's already in there for scenarios because it'd be a totally different type of scenario, unfortunately. I think that'd be neat. Hey, wait a minute, I just went in a circle. That's the road I went up. That was like where number 9 was. That's funny. Oh, we're gonna stop. Oh no, my momentum's gone. Now we go backwards. Alright, we're going backwards now. We got some momentum backwards because it was uphill. Here we go. Alright, this is getting down. Let's go ahead and move on to the next scenario. So the next one is called Nimble Pessima. Nimble Pessima. Drive the all-wheel steering Pessima through a tricky course. So what is all-wheel steering? Well, let me show you. When I steer the wheels left and right, the rear wheels are actually moving as well. So when I go left, the fronts go left, but the rears go to the right. That is all-wheel steering. And if you're wondering, well, what's the advantage of that? There's actually 2 main advantages. 1, it helps with high-speed stability. And 2, it decreases the turning radius. Now, I've never actually driven a car with all-wheel steering, so I unfortunately can't really tell you what it's like in real life. Interesting note, though, my first car, my RX-7, it did have that as a feature available, but it was not equipped with that feature on the one that I personally had. I've always thought about it every now and then. I wonder what it would have been like if I had that version. And, well, I'll probably never know, unless I buy another RX-7. I don't think I would, though. I'm more interested in the next generation. And probably what I'll do when I make a video for the actual Pessima that I'm thinking about is I should do a test with all-wheel steering and without, and seeing if it actually decreases the turning radius as you would expect. Because that should be a pretty easy thing to test. Now, the high-speed stability, that's a little bit more difficult to test. Like, I'm sure you could, but I don't have the greatest of idea of how to do that yet. I have a good idea of how to test the other thing, though. Wait a minute. Did I go the wrong way? Oh, how was I supposed to know I was supposed to make a U-turn? That's kind of wrong. Like, if you really look at that corner, you have to have known that you had to go that way to actually have turned around there. Like, I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to do this again so I can show you what I mean right there, because that's just evil. Because this is my first run through here. Oh, see, that's an evil one, too. Alright, these corners are getting a little bit, like, hard. I gotta, like, really look for the next checkpoint. I gotta see it. Target locked, go. Target locked, go. Gotta slow way down. Oh, don't crash. It seems like it actually handles pretty well with the all-wheel steering setup. Like, I drove the normal one, and it was kind of awful to drive in the other thing. This one's a lot better. Alright, so I just want to show you real quickly what I was complaining about, though. So we'll just kind of fly through this one. Not worry too much about hitting the cones or not. I just want to get through this so I can show you what I'm talking about. No, too fast. I'm going to crash into a rock, though. That's not okay. So like I said, not caring. Just trying to hit the checkpoints. Oh, that looked kind of cool. Right there, you could really see the all-wheel steering doing its job right there as I slammed on the e-brake. Like, the way the car steered just kind of looked unnatural because of the all-wheel steering. That was pretty cool. Man, the brakes on this thing, like, don't feel as sporty as the vehicle itself. Like, the vehicle itself, it feels like a pretty sporty vehicle, but then you hit these brakes and they feel like economy car brakes. It's kind of funny. Like, the way it handles is just so much better than the way it brakes, I guess. Alright, so anyways, we're coming up to the checkpoint that I was complaining about. So look, like we're driving through here, right? Boom. There's the next checkpoint. So we're going to hit that checkpoint. Right here, right? We're going to hit that one. Boom. But the next checkpoint is right there. How would I see that? I'm not looking in that direction. So how would you know to go that way? That's just evil. Because it's not intuitive. The rest of it was pretty intuitive, but that part was not. This one's also kind of evil because you hit this checkpoint and you actually have to look way to the left to actually see that one because it's not straight like you would assume. It's to the left. So yeah. I mean, once you know the course once, it's not a problem. But man, that thing caught me off guard, that's all. Like, I'm like, oh, you tricked me, game. You got me. Whoa! Oh, I cut that corner too good. And complete the scenario. The tires popped again. Alright, on to the next one, which I don't know if it was really with this update, because this one was not listed in the changelog, but I don't remember ever doing it. So I might have done this before and forgot, or it might have been with the update and just not in the changelog, but we're going to go ahead and do the delivery truck takedown one right now. A huge delivery truck is speeding recklessly through the area. Take it down any way you can. Tips and hints. The truck is far heavier than your car, but also far slower. Try to use its weight, momentum, and high center of gravity against it. Good luck. I just realized the other ones didn't say good luck. This one says good luck. The other ones, no, you don't get good luck. You just do the best you can and I don't care or something. Like, I don't think they said it at least. I don't remember. I would have remembered it, right? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna take it down right here, right now. Oh, yeah, that's not working. I'm gonna hit the tree. Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on. I got them. I pushed the mud flap into the tire and it got stuck in the tire. Oh, that's so unfair. Like, I'd be pissed if I was that truck. Alright, let's try to do this in a more legitimate way. That just doesn't feel right. That feels wrong. And yes, that screen is normal. Before you ask, it's normal. Because I'm not going to edit out the loading screens that only last 3 seconds. Only if they last more than 5 seconds, usually. And I don't think that one lasted 5 seconds. Didn't feel like it, at least. Alright, what if we just tried to get in front of him and stop? Oh, I just popped his tire. Or he popped mine. He popped mine. We popped each other's. Wow, that took him out, though. Wow, it is so easy to do this. Like, they're still driving somehow. Oh, I see what happened, maybe. Maybe they saw I was in front of them, and they were like, oh, I gotta go a different way? I don't know, that was weird. Like, I just kind of... We clipped tires, they both popped, and they were done. Huh. I'm confused here. Like, every time I do this, it's just kind of being... It looks like it's a fluke. Both times, it was like it was a fluke. Alright. So if I'm in front of them, what do? They just stop. They just stop. Oh, you idiots. Oh, that's so dumb of you, you stupid truck. So I didn't pop their tire. Or, I mean, I did pop it, I think, but it wasn't the reason they stopped. So if I want to do this legitimately, I cannot pass them up. I cannot hit them in their mud flaps. That doesn't really leave me much things to do, though. Like, I don't really know what else I could really do to take them out if those are my options I had. Like, I don't think I could pit maneuver them because they're too heavy. Like, it even warns you, hey, their truck's heavy, you know. Oh goodness. Pit maneuver did not work out. Yeah, that's about what I expected, though. Oh, I'm stuck in the truck. I am stuck in the truck. Come on, stop, truck. Stop. See, if this wins, though, again, that doesn't really feel right, you know? It just doesn't feel right to win like this. It's kind of a glitch that we got stuck together. Although I don't think this is gonna win. They're actually pulling me along for a ride. Alright, what if I accelerate into them then and try to mess them up by pushing? I don't know, I'm kind of just along for the ride in this scenario. Or this situation. Shouldn't say scenario because they're all the scenarios, but I'm just in a scenario. So it's more of a situation in a scenario, you know what I mean? Oh, here we go. Here's the pushing right here. Oh, there we go, the pushing. Oh, look at this. I'm under their rear, so their tires can't hit the ground. Well, it looks like 2 of them can, but I think they have like a limited slip differential, so it's just all the power is going to go to the tires in the air. Ha ha ha. That felt the most legitimate. Like, what I did really wasn't involved with being stuck in them. I was just pushing on them when they tried to slow down. So now I'm happy with that outcome. And that is all for the new scenarios. So until next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.